Week 5 is now over and the season is quickly flying by us. Again, we had a game come down to the wire with Omar and Bobby. Unlucky for Omar that Danny Woodhead couldn't get any more touches. We also had a championship rematch from last year. Not like last year though. Jaime comes out victorious in a win over David. Now, late last week we had a stat correction that gave Skippy a victory over his rival German. So now their rivalry week bet has gotten switched. Sucks for German. Without that correction, David will be sitting at 2-3. Trey snuck a win away from Edgar, who still has not won a game. I would bash Edgar here, but I have to say, Trey barely beating Edgar and losing to Omar last week. Trey has had a rough couple of weeks. One last thing to put week 5 in the rear view. George, your subpar team will not go anywhere, and I'll assure you of that. I can't wait until week 10 for our matchup, where I'll be at full strength. You won this week, but I'm sure it won't happen again in week 10. We move on to week 6, where we have our next rivalry bet. Me and Bobby. We have decided the loser of our bet will have to have an alcoholic beverage taped to them at all times in Las Vegas for draft weekend next year. This includes sleeping, using the restroom, drafting, gambling, etc. Whenever one of the handsome men sees the loser without a taped alcoholic beverage, they have to grab a bottle and make the loser chug it until they have an alcoholic beverage taped to their hand. On top of this part of the bet, the loser has to shave their head for Las Vegas draft next weekend as well. Bring it on, Bobby. Going into week 6, Jaime is on a 3-game winning streak after starting 0-2, and now is battling Trey for first place in the West. The other hottest team, George, goes up against Jeff. And last but not least, Edgar tries to get his first victory against German. Will it happen, or will he start half of the season without a win? Bye weeks this week include Cowboys, Rams, Raiders, and Bucks. This week on Thursday Night Football, we have the Falcons versus the Saints at 5:25. Don't forget to set your lineup before then. Don't forget Sundays, you can always watch games at my house. I was missing the Sunday night game this week. But if you guys want to come earlier and watch the early games, you guys can feel free. Good luck to everyone this week, except you, Bobby. Fuck you. And everyone else, stay handsome. Go Dodgers.